Last night we talked about shaking the lulav in the sukkah, out of the sukkah, before davening, after davening, but certainly you shake the lulav. We shake it when we make the bracha, and we shake it during Hallel. Where does this come from? Does the Gemara ever say that you shake the lulav during the bracha, when you make the bracha? It doesn't. The Mishnah says on Lamed, I think Lamed Vav Amid Beis, Lamed Zayin Amid Beis, and where would they shake the lulav? Haidu Lashem Tchila V'Soif. The first Haidu and the last Haidu, which is really one long kapitel in Tehillim, and Ana Hashem Oishiana, and Beshames is also Ana Hashem Atzlichana. Tosfos there says, and what about B'Shas Bracha? How do we know that you make a bracha on the lulav then? That you shake the lulav at the time of the bracha too? Tosfos says, Ubishas bracha lematzinim chayav lenanea b'tchilas natila. But we have like a remez almost. The pasuk, the Mishnah says later that katan hayodea lenanea chayav belulav, that a child who knows how to shake the lulav is chayav. So that's mashma. It's coming to imply that even though he's so young that he can't read, he can't daven, he can't say Hallel, but he could still shake the lulav. He knows how to shake. This is why, what a chinuch set. We have a chinuch concept by any other mitzvah, by a chinuch set when it comes to any other mitzvah. Here there's a specific mishnah that says Katan hayadeh l'naneh chayav lulav. It's its own siman in Shulchan Aruch. I think Tafresh Nun Zayin. And so that's one source that you see that shaking is required even when there is no Hallel. That means b'shas bracha at the time of the mitzvah. And Tosfos brings another proof from the Gemara in Brachos that says that a person who got up early before Nates to go out to travel, he can't to go to the road. He cannot say Kriya Shema yet, but he can still take his shofar and blow it. If it's Rosh Hashanah, take his lulav and shake it. It sounds like he is, before davening, still taking the lulav and shaking it. So you see from here, writes Tosfos that there is a concept of shaking the lulav before, at the time of bracha. Where does this come from, the shaking of the lulav? What is the basis for it? Pashtus, it is, the Sefer Yereim writes, Tzivu Chachamim, it is something in Mitzvah Rabbanan. The Chachamim commanded that a person should, the Chachamim instructed a person to shake the lulav. Why? So we find different opinions, different aspects. One aspect of it is simcha, that it shows that you're enjoying the mitzvah, you're happy with it. And there's a long rush that gives a much deeper color into this. The rush says that after, I'll read you the medrash that the rush writes. The Rosh writes that we have this pasuk, Oz yirananu atze hayar, l'fnei Hashem kivalish b'des arts. Then the trees of the forest will rejoice before Hashem when he comes to judge the earth. And after that, the pasuk says Hodu Hashem kitov, and after that, the pasuk says Hoshienu, like Ana Hashem Hoshiana. So those are the two psukim when we shake the Atzei Hayar, these trees of the forest. What's the deeper meaning? What's going on here? Writes the Rosh. Isa b'Medrash in Rosh Hashanah, the Jewish people and the rest of the world come before judgment, and we don't know how the judgment turned out. So Hashem gave us this mitzvah, sheyu smeichim b'lulavehim, that we should be rejoice with our lulavim, like a person who goes from the judge zakai, innocent, shu sameach, that he's happy. And that's what the pasuk means when it says that they should rejoice, the trees of the forest. With the trees of the forest we should rejoice. Milifnei Hashem, when we leave Hashem innocent after he judged the world. And when? At Hoidu and Hoshiana, those are the two times as those two following psukim indicate. So shaking the lulav is a statement of profound simcha. Interesting aside, based on this makor, this source for the Naanuim, that it comes from this pasuk of An Yiranu Atzei Hayar. The Lavush writes, we when we shake the lulav, we say Hoidu Lashem. We stop by the word Lashem. Now Hoidu Lashem Kitev Kilalim Chastoi, 7 words. And we also shake the lulav by Ana Hashem Hashiana, which is 4 words. And we don't shake for Hashem. So it's really 3 words for Ana Hashem Hashiana and 6 words for Hoidu Lashem Kitev Kilalim Chastoi. And we're shaking in 6 different directions. So the Mishnah Berurah writes that we should, when you're in the pasuk of Haidu, you should shake one direction per word, and in Ana Hashem you should shake 2 directions per word, and that way you have 6 over the course of those respective psukim. But everyone agrees you don't shake by Hashem. The Lavush says, the Ramaz is because Az Yirana Nuatzei Ayar Milifnei Hashem. The shaking comes before Hashem, not during Hashem. But this is one reason that the Rosh brings. Another reason the Gemara brought is Gira Be'ena Desitna. It's like shaking. It is to stop the Satan from attacking us. Another is to Latzer Tlalim Royim of Ruchas Royis, to stop the bad things from happening, the bad physical phenomena, bad Parnasa events. And in that sense, it's Yira. It's out of fear. That's what the Tiferes Yisrael writes on the Mishnah. A person should do this, the shaking with fear. Perhaps Ana Hashem Mashiach, you could say, is more about the fear, and Hashem save us from anything bad, and Haid Lashem Kitov is thanking Hashem for the great judgment. Perhaps it works out nicely that way. The Rosh himself has a nice another opinion that the Rosh brings, that Lama Taikin v'Chayzin v'Tay. He says it's similar to shofar. We have 2 instances of shofar where you two times where you blow shofar right in the beginning of Musaf to Kiyos the Miyoshev, and then you blow it again. I'll say the Brachos. And the Gemara says why it's la'arvei v'satan, to confuse the Satan, to show that we were so machav of mitzvahs, it's going to throw him off, it's going to fluster him. Really, the primary ones is right in the beginning, and the rest is just to enhance the mitzvah. The Rosh says this could be a similar thing here, that you have the shaking b'shas the bracha, and you have more of the shaking later on. That comes later on, and more of the shaking that comes later on, and that is to be ma'arvev the Satan. And so the Rosh seems to be learning it's all kind of one similar theme, although the Rosh does bring this opinion of the Rav Yah that the primary shaking is at the beginning. There is also an opinion of the Chasam, meaning at the time of the bracha. There is the Chasam Sofer who disagrees with the Yereim and who holds that the shaking is midoraisa, not midrabanan. Why? He writes, does a lulav have a minimum shear? It does. Kidei l'nanei abai. You have to be able to shake it. Well, where does the shear come from? Shiurin, the Gemara says throughout Shas, shiurin chatzitzin and mechitzin, shiurin kam halach l'maishem mesina. So if there's a shear for shaking the lulav, for the minimum size of the lulav is kidei l'nanei abai, that means that ninua, shaking the lulav, is something that is midaraisa, as halach l'maishem mesina. And Rabbi Rosenbaum from Ner Yisrael wants to say that the fact that there are shittas that hold that a katan is only going to be chayav in a mitzvah of chinuch if he can do the complete mitzvah. So if you're telling me that a katan is going to have to shake the lulav when he knows how to shake it, even if he can't read Hallel, well, what do you mean? He didn't fulfill the full mitzvah. We don't want to train him to do a mitzvah that's imperfect. That's why the shita of the Ritva and the Brisker Rav is that you don't have a mitzvah of chinuch unless the katan can do the full mitzvah. Otherwise, what are you training them? You're training them to do it the wrong way. So he brings a raya from there that it's perhaps a different, that the entire mitzvah is just the shaking it b'shas the bracha, and the Hallel is just extra the simcha of the simcha of Hallel. So there's the mitzvah of lulav that you fulfill right away when you take it, and then in Hallel it's to enhance the simcha of the moment. You're davening Hallel, you're thanking Hashem. We came out zakayim bedin, and we have the lulav and the simcha shel mitzvah to enhance that. But everyone agrees that we don't follow Beis Shammai, and even though we shake the lulav at Haidul Hashem, we shake it at Ana Hashem Mashiach, we do not shake by Ana Hashem Atzlichana, even though Ana Hashem Mashiach and Ana Hashem Atzlichana are the same pasuk. We said, but the primary remez to the shaking comes from these psukim in Divrei Hayamim, where it says Az Yirana Nuatzei Hayar, followed by Haidul Hashem, followed by Hoshienu. So it's Hoshia and not Hatzlicha. But Rav Hutner gave a deeper insight into why we don't shake by Hatzlicha. No, he said, what is Hatzlicha? No, Hashem give us success. To get financial success, to have that kind of Hatzlacha, you can't shake. You can't be looking all around. You can't be looking all around different directions. You have to be stable. You have to stay in one place. People spend all their time, oh, wait, there's a great deal over there. Oh, there's something over there. Oh, let me invest in that. Oh. Stay in one place. Put down roots. What you need for your success is right with you. And the more we can believe that, the more Hashem will provide that. We shall be zocheh to tremendous Yeshuas and Hatzlacha and a great Yom Tov.